Hello, it's Marlene back again. I guess the thing that's on everybody's mind at the moment is this fuel crisis and all the horrors that go with it. And it's not just the fuel crisis, it's the impending doom of increases and lack of all other commodities because, let's face it, fuel's needed to get all those items from A to B into your door. Now, I'm not into fearmongery. I don't believe in it. I think we should always remain calm. But it's also sensible to put plans in place because that empowers you. Instead of having that fear when somebody says, oh, we're running out of this, we're running out of that, and you just go into a panic mode, you are powerless then, but you are empowered when you have a plan and you put the plan in place, and while you're doing that you feel like you're actually doing something about it rather than just having things done to you. And one of the things I've done is buying things like rice, pasta, dry goods, dried noodles, all sorts of little things that I can actually keep stored away. Now, of course, living in a van, we don't have the space. You can do those things in a home, and that's fine. But one of the things I've found are these. They're quite a thick. They're actually made for freezer bags, as freezer bags for freezing food. But these are just something recently that I've bought. There's a set of two of them, and with those, because they're so thick, you can put all sorts of ingredients in those, seal them up, and they are going to be kept waterproof, and you're not going to get any moths, creepy crawlies getting in there stealing your food, because you don't want that. The other thing you can do to help with storage is it's like these crackers that I bought. I remove the boxes off them. There's a lot of packaging that takes up so much space, and you can see instantly what it is because it's in its own little sealed bag, because there's nothing wrong with that packaging. But of course the cardboard served its purpose. It's got from the shop to the shop and home in your vehicle, and now what do you do with it? Well, you keep it, and then once I start open it up, I've still got some, I put them in a little plastic container in my pantry. Now, the other thing that you can do is grow your own greens. Now, I grow a perpetual spinach, or Swiss chard, whatever you want to call it, and because I love it, and it grows all year round in New Zealand, so it's one of my staples for greens, fresh greens. And because I live in a van doesn't mean to say I can't grow fresh greens, because I grow them in a pot and I can move them around. If I was moving to another destination, I could pop it on the mat in the front and take it with me, no problem at all. And another thing that I do is I buy Bunnings buckets. They're quite a tall bucket, cheap to buy, and they've got a brilliant lid on them that seals, so any surplus storage of dry goods, tins, anything like that, I can just pop them in that and have them outside. I don't have to have them in the van because it can be quite weighty, and they sit out there in the rain. And at the moment I've only got cat food, cat biscuits for the cats, because I often have to feed them, and I didn't have anywhere to put them, so at the moment they've got cat biscuits in, but I've bought some more, and I'm going to put in there some dry goods, some especially rice and pasta, because they're bulky things, but I don't need them in the van, so I can put them in one of those buckets. And one of those buckets will actually hold quite a bit of stuff. Now, the other fresh greens I can grow quite easily in here is microgreens. I can grow them, or I should say sprouting. I'll just go and get it. I've got just an old jar. Ooh, and it's got a sieve in it, which I bought. I got the jar and the ring second hand from the op shops, which cost me a couple of dollars. And now all I've got to do is put only a teaspoon. You can't get too heavy handed with those, otherwise you end up with a huge amount. But in an ideal world, you have a couple of jars going. But what I do actually is once they've sprouted, I put them into a empty plastic container that the tomatoes, can you see my tomatoes? Oh, I can't work my finger. Anyway, the tomatoes are sitting there. Those little plastic containers, what I do is I put the sprouts, once they've sprouted, I put them in there. Then I can start off another load in here. And I love the ones that have got a spicy mix. You can get mixes. And now they have got beetroot, radishes, all sorts of greens, broccoli, cabbage. Yeah, and you just have a mix of those, pop them in there, and you've got a constant supply, 24/7 of greens available to you. Of course, the one of the ladies that I follow, Yana, in Australia, she recently did a video where she'd bought a whole lot of dehydrated products and has got those squirreled away, and I thought that was another brilliant idea, because again, for living in a van, we're looking at weight and space, and when it's dehydrated, of course the volume is reduced, but of course once they're wet again, you've got a large quantity of product. So that's something else to think of. So I've just whipped out and filmed my Bunnings bucket and my perpetual spinach, and the cat came to visit, so I'll pop that in here now. It's amazing what you can keep in these. They're watertight, it's been raining, and everything that's in there is dry as a bone. Now the next idea that I had is, you've probably seen me before in one of my other videos explain that I made some really long, like sausage pillowcases, which I store my other seasons clothes and also my extra sheets and pillowcases, which I leave up on the top of the bed because they just fit up there around the three corners. Now the ones I have here, I'll show you. I've got this one here. They're actually I bought them second hand. They're a canvas pillowcase, and up out of the way they have a zip. You can see it's weighty. This is all my winter jeans. But I was thinking you could actually put extra food into these kind of bags because they don't take up much room. They're something you can lean on. I mean, the ones with the clothing are nice and soft. I'm not sure about what, I suppose rice would be all right to lean on. But, you know, you've got to think of other ways of storing things when you live in a small space like this, and those pillows are actually really handy, and I have all my wardrobe is stored in there except for underwear, which is stored in individual bags that I find at opportunity shops, different colours for different garments. Makes it easy to put your hand on them straight away and know, you know, what's in them. And likewise, as I say, if you keep an eye out for different bags, you know, like a canvas bag. Actually, I got one today. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for yet, but it's got a lovely hard base and the top with a zip with a wee handle. Now, I don't know what I could put in that, but I'm thinking about it. But these are the sort of things I collect, because when you want to store things, it's so much easier to put them in a container like that. I mean, even tools, art gear, anything like that needs a few items. You know, you'll buy one, but you need the charging lead or the power lead, and you need accessories. So you can put them in something like that. And when you want to do the job, you know that everything is in that one container. And as I say, you could put food in those because, and medicines, extra medicines, but just be careful with the expiry date. Keep an eye on those, and you can put little uh, stickers on them to label it as a little warning for you to change them around and use them up so that you're not leaving them for a long time not being used. So, yeah, give it some thought about the things that you depend on. If it's medicines, contact lenses, it could be anything that you require on a regular basis. I'm certainly giving it plenty of thought about the things that I need on a regular basis that I can have stored away. And those are some of the ways I'm planning on getting stuck in and storing my necessities, because it gives me peace of mind. If I know that I've got all the things that I need, they're going to last me 2 or 3 months at least, then it gives me peace of mind. And I think that's what's key, really, is having that peace of mind. When the world around you is going mad, you have to keep yours steady, and that will bring you joy instead of living in fear. And we don't want that, do we? Well, I think that's enough for today. I think you've got the gist of my where I'm going with this, and you can start looking around your own home for little things that will make life better for you. Well, thank you so much for being with me. I really, really do appreciate you. I hope you're going to have a wonderful week and keep smiling, won't you? I know I am going to be. I've got a birthday this month, and although it's going to be raining, I'm planning on what I can do for my birthday, and I know that cake will be involved. It's a necessity. Well, until next time, thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.